Hey friends, welcome to Smart Money Experts. On this channel you will get the hottest tips and alerts to invest in the direction of the smart money institutions and influencers. If this sounds good to you, please hit that like and subscribe button, with bell notification turn on to all, so you don't miss out on the hottest investing tips and alerts. But before we begin, please know I am not a financial advisor. This channel is about giving you the best investing tips for you to do your own research, and the channel's material is only for education and entertainment purposes only. Alright, let's get this money. Here we go. These are the top 3 picks from the top influencers with over or close to 100,000 subscribers on their channel. If you want the full video to these investment picks, the links to their channel will be in the descriptions. Let's get this money. The first investment picks is from Keenan Grace, with 227,000 subscribers on their channel.
This is not financial advice. I just hope you bought your oven mitts, baby, because, man, let me see if you got your oven mitts on. Oven mitt check. Okay, you got them on. But if you can't, man, let's get straight to the point. Subscribe to the channel. And the first banger on the list is Ardellix, ticker symbol ARDX. Shout out to the Discord for this one. Hit that Discord link in the top comments so you could be up on the plays as early as we are. We already went over this one, but I got to keep this on your radar, baby, because I don't have it in my heart to leave you uninformed. And you got to be able to get in on a pre-market with us. I know you seen a few days ago Nano X Imaging run up in the pre-market. That's why I tell you, have multiple brokers. So then you can invest here, you can invest there, you can get into the pre-market. Hit that Webull link in the top comment too, baby. Now, let's talk about what's going on with this company. So on April 29th, coming up very soon, they have their chronic disease medication is up for FDA approval April 29th. And what does it do? It's for patients who have dialysis, and currently in developed countries 745,000 patients suffer from this ailment, and all of the current medication is not really successful. So what does that mean for this company? They fit right in that gap of an unmet need. That's absolutely huge. That's why 3 Wall Street analysts looked at this and they said this is a strong buy at the current price, and they gave it price targets of $13 on the low, $14 on the median, and then $15 on the high. Now this is a $700 million company, aka it's still a penny stock, still in that range, and the trading volume is 1.4 million today. So if you want me to break this one all the way down, let me know in the comments, baby.
Thank you, Keenan Grace, for our first investment picks on our list. Let's now go on to the second investment picks. Next, here we have another great influencer, Vincent Chan, and he has 132,000 subscribers on his channel. Again, the link to the channel will be in the descriptions. Now let's get this money.
For April, and the first one is going to be Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. And the reason for this is we recently received some really positive news, as well as a short-term catalyst on the horizon. It makes you stay until the end to hear what my entry price target is. Now, Palantir has been beaten, bruised, and battered the past couple of weeks, very similar to battered fried chicken. And this was largely because of the very rapidly increasing 10-year treasury yield. Now, despite the constant pushdown and market abuse, it does seem like Palantir is forming a very steady support level at the low $20, and we can constantly see it being bumped on the support line. And now, after solidifying the support level, I think it presents a very nice buying opportunity if you are planning to hold for the long term. And yes, there is no doubt in my mind that the valuation is very richly valued, and some might say even overvalued, but there's a ton of future potential pent up in Palantir. You know how a lot of people are saying data is the new oil? Well, Palantir is pretty much Venezuela plus Saudi Arabia combined. Now, on to some of the good news. It recently won a contract with the Nuclear Security Administration for a 5-year contract of $89.9 million. Now, bears, I know what you're thinking. If we actually divide this contract up by the 5 years, the per year amount is actually not a significant amount relative to Palantir's size. And yes, I 100% agree. However, I don't think the actual dollar amount of this contract is the paramount aspect of this entire deal. I think the fact that they're continuously signing more and more customers is more important. It's another government agency, whether it be military and intelligence. It just speaks to the volume of the technological capacity that Palantir has as a platform. Now, I'll give you bears this. I do want to see Palantir expand their customer base and focus more on private companies. Right now, there is a very large concentration of their customers within government agencies. I do want to see them expanding into more commercial spaces. They recently started with AWS as well as IBM. That's really great news. I want to see them expand even more. Secondly, if you check out their most recent 8K filing on April 1st, there's actually some really positive news as well as some speculation that we can make. The first one is that Palantir prepaid all of their outstanding term loans under their credit agreement, value up to $200 million. And this is credit from major institutions such as Morgan Stanley as well as Credit Suisse. Now, what's even better is that these institutions decided to increase the line of credit that they could potentially extend to Palantir from 200 million all the way up to 400 million. So basically doubling that amount. And these are two banks and institutions that actually set price targets as well as analyst ratings for Palantir. By the way, this website is called Tip Ranks, where you can easily see some analyst price targets, etc. If you do want to explore this website, I have a referral link in the description down below. Now, this is where I say it's going to be extrapolation, because yes, I understand these institutions have different teams setting the price targets versus extending these credit lines. However, it is relatively bullish to have the credit team see Palantir as a strong enough company to double their line of credits. And again, pure speculation, then potentially these analysts might also have more of a bullish sentiment on Palantir and maybe potentially upgrade their price targets. Again, pure speculation. Now, the short-term catalyst I am talking about is happening on April 14th, and this is the DoubleClick Demo Day event. Eventually, it's an event to show off the powers and capabilities of Palantir Foundry in life sciences as well as the industrial sector. Now, in terms of an entry price target, it recently ran up to $23, $24. There is a very solid support at the $20 level. I honestly think that at this level, at $23 to $24 is a pretty good entry price, but if you want to play it even safer, potentially wait until it drops down to $21, $22. Now,
Thank you, Vincent Chan, for our second investment picks on our list. Let's now go on to the final investment picks of the day. Finally, here we have another top influencer, the Traveling Trader, and he has 213,000 subscribers on his channel. Again, the link to his channel will be in the descriptions. Now let's get this money.
What is going on, traders? Welcome back to the Traveling Trader. In this video, we'll be talking about the top penny stocks for April 2021. That's right, you heard me right, the top penny stocks. Now, the reason that I'm saying it like that is because, as I've mentioned before, penny stocks right now are a risk-on asset, and the market is generally risk-off. We see a lot of money rotating back and forth between growth and value stocks. Growth stocks being like the mega cap tech stocks, Facebook, Amazon, Google, etc. And value stocks being companies that are currently undervalued. A lot of these are reopening plays, a lot of them are retail cyclical plays, etc. Anyway, the point is, between these two large categories, there isn't really a lot of room for risk on assets. So at the height of the 2020 bull market, when there was so much money flowing around, a lot of chances were being taken on SPACs, on penny stocks, etc. That's why those stocks were flying. But right now, the market is really concentrating on allocating money wisely. So with that said, we're going to be introducing a lot of caveats with this penny stock list. It doesn't mean that there aren't good investments. We'll definitely be going over some very potentially lucrative setups. But in my view, they do have to come with caveats, and we'll discuss those. Before I get into it, if you get anything out of this video, leave it a big fat thumbs up just like this. Leave it in the comment section below. Let me know if there's a penny stock that I missed that you're playing. Would love to hear about it. Would love to hear your due diligence about it. Alright, so as I was saying at the outset of the video, we have to be malleable and trade along with the market, not against the market. We have to recognize what the market is doing to the best of our ability and adjust in real time, which means we cannot be forcing trades. Too many times I'll see comments on videos where there are people trading purely off of videos, really not recognizing the time that that video was uploaded or the analysis in that video. They'll just see the ticker symbol and buy the stock regardless of the price of that stock at that time. For those of you that find yourselves doing this, guys, just because a stock is talked about doesn't mean that it's good in perpetuity and that you can buy it at any price and make money. It's clear that that's what some people think, especially some of the newer traders, and that's fine, as long as you recognize that and make adjustments. For instance, let's take a look at SOS, which is the first penny stock on this list. Now, this is one that we've made good money on in previous swings. It is currently sitting at the 100-day moving average. So if I buy SOS here at $4.50 and it climbs all the way to $7 or $8, and you happen to watch the video at that time, it doesn't mean that you could buy SOS at $8 and all of a sudden it's still a good trade. There is a very specific setup. So At least with regards to my videos, pay attention to the analysis that I'm providing. Obviously, you're making your own decisions, but instead of just taking the ticker symbol and thinking that that's the easy way out, you can get burned really badly by doing that. So pay attention to the analysis, and if it conforms to your own due diligence, then yes, sure, enter the trade with whatever budget your risk tolerance allows. All right, so SOS currently sitting at the 100-day moving average at around $4.50. This stock was once trading above $15. Now, SOS had a $125 million direct offering at $5 a share. They just did this on March 30th. The time of this recording is April 6th. And we see the price tanking all the way to $4.50 because of it. A lot of you think that it has to do with the Hindenburg short report. However, after the short report came out, SOS climbed all over 100%, almost 117% since the short report, before then tanking due to the offering. These short reports typically have very short-term side effects, and after the initial fear, 1 or 2 days of downside, it's very common to see the stock rally again. So just because you see a short report, if it's still a stock that you believe in, at least based on the charts, if not the fundamentals, then there is an opportunity to buy the fear, as we did with SOS. Now, I'll admit that SOS is more of a technical play for me. So it's sitting at the 100-day moving average. I'm looking at the open interest in terms of options. And if you look at the upcoming expiration dates, April 23rd, April 30th, etc., there are tons of contracts open here at the $5 strike price and above. Currently, it's trading at $4.50. So it's seeing a lot of volume, which means that traders are expecting a potential upside move. Now, here's the beauty about plays like this. I can enter at $4.50 and set a stop limit underneath the 100-day moving average at maybe $3.60 or $3.75, depending on what your risk tolerance is. So that is what I'll be doing here. Obviously, if it gaps down the next day past my stop limit, sure, there is a risk of overrunning the stop limit, but that's the risk in any stock, not just one like this. However, that is an uncommon situation. So SOS is the first ticker symbol.
Thank you, Traveling Trader, for our final investments picks of the day, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more hot investments picks and alerts. See you on the next video.